movie.
crap! I gotta go listen to Book Club Book again.
Oh, yeah.
The
It's like
unabridged
extremely
abridged.
abridged.
Apparently, I was like, "This is so easy. I should do audiobooks all the time."
Did you do that too? Because
I did.
I was going to get it and I was like, 2 hours and 40 minutes seems not long enough.
I didn't
for
know
this
it was
book.
my first audiobook.
That's fair.
I
That's
was just
fair.
like, I hit go.
Meanwhile, I'm coming from like the Stormlight Archives, which is
Yeah.
like 60 hours.
Oh God,
Oh,
it's so many hours.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of
It's awesome.
Is
Is
sitting
it?
there listening.
I don't know.
to
I highly recommend
Really? Okay.
the Stormlight Archive series, and I like reading, listening to it. Reading? I don't know.
But like you recommend it specifically in audio form as well. Like it's
I mean, it depends on if you like listening to podcasts.
I love
I
podcasts.
think listening to a book on tape also kind of scratches that same itch for me.
is the acting good?
The voice actor, or I guess like I don't know, the narrator. They do different voices for the
Ooh,
different
I
characters.
like that.
Jeff and
Um,
I disagree on the pronunciation of names and stuff, and I'm guessing he's probably right because again, it's the audiobook, and
Yeah.
but sometimes I'm just like, no,
That's how I feel about Dune.
yeah.
Where they're what do they call it in the movie?
Powell
No, the planet.
instead of Paul.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
No,
Wait,
it's
actually,
not
that
actually-
would be better. It's so weird that, like, in the futuristic sci-fi, here's Paul and his mom, Jessica.
Oh, but it's got anyway.
No, I got it. I know.
But how do they say the name of the planet in the movie?
I don't know. I didn't see the movie.
Because there's like Arrakis and Arrakis. And-
I think they said Arrakis
They say
in the
Arrakis,
movie.
definitely.
Yeah,
So it's spider.
I
planet.
like Arrakis better personally. Or like I was reading the book and they kept being like Arrakis, and I'm like, what? Why do you keep calling it that?
You're wrong.
You should feel bad.
Resume banter.
You can't. I can't just turn it on
Resume,
like
no,
that.
no. But we scripted the banter, Kirsten.
Of course.
We go back.
It's here on page 3.
Please, didn't you learn your banter lines?
No.
It helps make the podcast seem more natural.
I'm
Drop
assuming
page.
that absolutely no one is going to recognize when we completely changed subjects when we needed to pause for the recording.
Yeah, it is
That's-
nice
that's
when
gonna
we
be
have
completely-
a little lead in.
That's going to go from one to the other, and people aren't even going to know.
Yeah.
It's going to be super smooth,
Super smooth.
super
Subtle.
smooth and
I
subtle.
mean, we could just jump into a different topic of conversation because we did end that one pretty tidily.
I don't know. I need to make sure that everyone knows that the Stormlight Archive series is an important book series to read. It is so long.
It is so long.
It is so very long.
So long. And I don't
Um,
want to, I'm an Oathbringer, I think. I don't want to buy that one on audiobook because I already like own it.
Yeah, no, I totally understand. I've been listening. I can't sit down and read books, which I don't know what that says about me, but I can certainly
Your brain
run
is
and
fried,
listen.
Jeff.
Yeah, maybe. I don't like sitting and looking at words on a page.
I also think like some people
Don't you
just
code for a living?
No. I tell other people to test code.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
see talking.
There's a reason why I did computer science, and then I was like, you know what? No.
That's fair. That's fair.
So I am still in software, but no, I don't code. I know how to, but I just don't want to.
Mm.
Except when it's like a project that I want to deal with on my own time. Anyway, we're doing an actual play podcast.
Woo.
Welcome back to the 7 Star of the Right podcast. We're just going right into it.
Cool.
This is session 111.
111.
Nice.
111. How you guys doing?
I'm
Okay.
excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a hot second.
It has been.
It has been.
I was sick the last time and I had to
Yes.
cancel.
How dare.
And then people were traveling.
Yeah, it was a whole thing. Like people had lives briefly. It was weird. I didn't care for it. But it did allow me to catch up.
Oh, you have the
editing.
notes.
I know
Again,
everything now.
our
I
lore
already.
keeper.
You do know everything.
Lore Master, tell us the lore.
Wow. Do we actually want to review the lore?
Yeah,
now?
we absolutely do want to know what
Does
happened.
anybody else
last
want to
time.
talk about how they're doing before I do that?
Yeah, how are people doing?
Marcus is doing great.
No. You,
Oh.
Peter.
Let's
Good.
not talk about that right
Let's not talk about this RPG that we're clearly recording.
I'm vibing. I'm ready to roll some dice.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we're all about to fight in roleplay, which will be
What?
very fun.
No, spoilers.
Nonsense. We're winning at politics.
And let's get into the lore.
Okay, great. So last time we picked up right after we had a fight with a bunch of guys who were exploding a staircase.
Yeah, they were destroying the secret staircase.
I thought it was really funny because Jeff did the whole, and you'll figure out how to get up on that wall next time is like the big cliffhanger for the end. And then when we started the next one, he's like, actually, you guys have 20 different ways of getting up on this wall. Like, this is pretty trivial.
This is trivial.
This is absolutely trivial.
We're not even going to look at it because, like,
They can
Micah
just-
can walk up the walls.
And
You have a
carry
couple,
two people. I think
you have
we
a couple of
canonically decided
grab
that
harnesses.
Micah just carried everyone up the wall, which was great.
Scoop.
We went along this very long, secret, windy staircase. And while we were doing that, Nona was listening in on the radio and got some good information. But then Marcus, hey,
Not to name
was like,
names.
no. This is going to be awesome. Check this out.
I tried. I tried so hard.
You're like, we should respond to them. We should tell them like these things. I'm like, I'm not good at people. And you're like, wait, I got this.
this.
And Jeff
And then
gave
I
you
rolled-
a plus on it.
and then I
it was
rolled
still bad.
terribly.
And so we have since sort of lost the access to that channel at the very least.
Sorry.
And they know that we have their radios now. But we are currently using the radios partially to keep in contact with Von McRaven. But more on that in a second. So we get to a very large door
Mm-hmm.
that Micah knocks down. And now we've all decided that she's no longer allowed to finger gun at people because
You could murder them.
you would straight up kill a
It
person.
takes like several seconds for it to heat up. You could dodge.
That is why it's not an effective, I think, combat.
No,
Combat.
it's written into the rule. Like, yeah, anyone who's like not incapacitated will instinctively move out of the way. It's like you can't just shoot people.
Like, no, that I don't want to be in front of that. That seems scary.
Wait, just stand there. 5 more minutes.
It's like the Austin Powers where they're taking the steamroller toward like, no, stop.
Get out of the way.
Yeah,
That one, yes.
yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so then we traveled through there and found ourselves in the library where we discovered that
Those
people
fascists.
were doing some book burning
They were.
Yeah.
under sort of the leadership of an inquisitor named Phoenix. So we decided, for the sake of both having our side quest cake and eating it too, that we would split into 2 groups.
I love it. That's great.
And Von McRaven and friends broke off and started scouting ahead and heading for that security room to turn the security off. And then we went and stopped the book burning people.
Mhm.
And we had a nice normal fight. It was completely fine. And
Everything went great.
everything went great.
Yes.
hmm
And only one person exploded.
And it was the Inquisitor,
It was. Yeah.
Just kind of freaky to watch.
Yeah.
kind of torn from inside out from like the metadimensional energy that seemed to be flowing around inside of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Otherwise
Nice.
described as exploding.
Yeah. And then then the librarians came out and were just like, also, you should have these books. And we're like, this feels important.
Time to
Anyway,
put
we're
in
in the
the
middle of a
backpack.
coup. We
A
should
little bit
probably not
in the
stop
middle of
and
something,
read
right?
these.
Yeah, probably
so
not.
we did not.
But we should maybe like scan them.
Yeah, but we were going to then help them sort of barricade themselves in and kind of make this a safe spot
Mm.
before heading out and trying to find Mr. McRaven and the rest of the crew.
Mm-hmm.
Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
It sounds about right.
Yep.
Cool.
So Desmond, the lead librarian, gave you these packages and like, hey, these are important things. I'm not entirely sure if they're going to come back and trying to destroy them, but I hid these things away. Here, you take them.
Great. We'll take them with us where all the murdering and shooting is happening.
Toss those books to Claire. Hey, Claire, read this.
Quickly read. And so that leaves you guys in the library, which, other than the librarians, is uninhabited
Mhm.
by any patrols, silence operatives, what have you. I think you stopped that last combat when the Inquisitor died and all the standard silence operatives were like, nah, we're not about this. We're done.
Yep.
Yes.
And I think you guys just said, all right,
Yeah.
Get out of here. Drop all your stuff and get out of here. And I think they left through the way that you guys came in, the secret exit.
And then we barricaded it. So they're not getting back in that way. And also, they're going to have a sad time when they get to the end of that very long staircase.
There's probably a rope or something.
Now there's a rope.
Up top,
Now
there was
there's
ropes.
a rope.
There was ropes up top.
They'll be fine. They'll be fine.
You didn't check the crates.
Oh, were there actually ropes?
Yes.
Amazing.
Okay.
well.
21 ways to get up.
Yeah, it was like this is trivial. You're up there. I'm not even gonna make your roll because Micah can just freaking walk up there
We did not
and drop some
tie
ropes
a
down or
rope
something.
up there, is all I'm saying. So
Yeah.
they'll have to solve that on their own time.
Or they'll just scream out to people like, "Hey, can someone bring a ladder?" Anyway,
22 ways of getting up the wall.
honestly, it was pretty trivial to get up there. I don't know why they were blowing up the stairs to begin with. That just seems to draw attention to the fact that there's stairs. Anyway,
Crazy.
so
We ended pretty much right at the end of that combat.
More or less, yeah. And we talked very briefly to the librarians and got that stuff. But
do we want to
for-
quickly talk about some of the stuff that we handled off air that we've now understood what's happening?
if you want to,
Marcus was using some incorrect inventory, I think.
Yeah,
right?
we got you stronger
have,
stuff.
You have stronger
Yes.
stuff.
Yes, I do.
this is what
My
happens.
armor
when
class
I
is
play
now
catch up.
16, and I thought I just had a mag pistol, but I also have a mag rifle,
There you go.
which I'm very excited to use.
Ta-da!
And you guys and Vaughn both have radios. I don't know if there's anything else that we handled off air that we should. All right, cool. So you guys find yourselves in the library. I think the plan of action that Vaughn laid out with you guys was to go the way of the armory
Mhm.
to get and the barracks to get to the security. Vaughn and the rest of his crew have obviously gone on ahead.
Mhm.
So what are you guys doing?
For flavor's sake, I would like to note that Nona is still absolutely covered in bits.
Well,
Cool.
I mean, she has a tendency like stuff explodes on her, and she's just like, "This might as well happen."
Claire might go up to her and say, maybe we should, I don't know, clean you off a little bit
I guess you don't
so
have
it doesn't look
pores.
like you're in combat.
Oh.
It kind of draws attention with all, and she just kind of gestures towards the entirety of Nona right now. That.
Yeah. Like Mike is gonna like take her sleeve and wipe off some of your face. Like, yeah, okay.
just on her face. Like a piece of skin just kind of like slowly peels off and
no.
Well, I
falls
was
down.
wearing my visor. I
Oh, there you
believe.
go. All right.
Oh,
Oh,
So
you start to.
Squeaky, oh,
and it
there
just-
you are. We can see your pretty face there.
Oh no.
Yeah. So just kind of as we're doing that, yeah, that guys, I think we need to tighten things up a little bit. That wasn't really the plan. That was that not kind of a disaster? Am I the only one who felt like that?
No one died.
No one died, but like, Nona, appreciate the hustle, but like you just kind of ran in there and like, Marcus, I thought we were gonna focus on the Inquisitor because that keeps everybody safe. It's like I'm just saying that felt like we were trying to set up a position and then everything kind of just went to shit and no one was where they were supposed to be.
I was
Am I the
focusing
only one who
the
feels that
Inquisitor.
way? Yeah, no, you did. But like, no disrespect, you were kind of like getting your ass kicked out there too. Like, why do you just like run in with the baton? There's like,
Well, you
I
need
didn't-
somebody up front drawing all of the attention. That's what you usually do, but that's a bad place for you.
it is. And it's tough for me right now. Like,
So me. Marcus is
Yeah.
not going to do it. Marcus is afraid of the Inquisitors.
Did you see him shoot a beam of pure fire?
Yes, I got set on fire.
Well, excuse me for not wanting to be in front of that. Okay, and for protecting my daughter from that.
You're excused.
All right.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
as like, no, you're kind of more of a guns person or like that cool ass sword. I don't know. Like, I want you to take care of yourself. Like, we can't heal you with integrity if you get I mean, you got to take care of yourself.
I'm
Why?
gonna grab her and pull her off to the side. At that.
She's allergic.
Wait. What do you mean allergic to integrity?
Marcus, and Claire just sees what's happening and tries to direct. Marcus, I appreciate the concern that you have for my well-being, but I can handle myself, okay? As she's like clearly trying to like allow that to distract from that.
We're gonna pull off to the side and you two are talking.
Claire, you I know that you've been doing this for a few months, but this is serious. This is real life. If you die here, you're dead. There's no coming back. Okay? I've seen too many people die, and I'm not going to let that happen to you. Well, they want to call me a coward, that's fine.
Marcus, I appreciate where we are as people, but you have been in my life for less than a week. You don't get to decide what I can or cannot do.
He doesn't have an answer to that, so he's going to storm off and go stand near the door. Look mad.
And do a little breathe out. Meanwhile, Nona and Micah have pulled each other off to the other side.
You gotta talk.
Yeah. And then Mike will collect stuff like, okay, sorry. That I do think my point stands. You got to be more careful.
They can't kill me. They can kill you.
Kind of. I mean, I don't know.
Kind of?
I'm fine. I can handle it.
I watched your powers fail you and you got shot and then fell down on the ground.
That was one time. That wasn't great.
Yes, and all it will take is one more time, and Inquisitors are dangerous.
Like, I don't know. I just thought we tried to sort all this stuff out before we came in here, and I realized like stuff's different once you're in the thick of the moment and everything. Maybe we need to whatever, get our thoughts back together, because like, we were kind of on the same page about like focusing down the Inquisitor. Marcus wasn't. Marcus also seems very capable at like fighting people up close. So if we're worried about me not being able to brawl the way I usually like to,
I don't trust him to protect you.
I appreciate where you're coming from. Like, I can handle myself. Like, I don't need protecting. I can still, I've got this little gun that I like souped up. And you see, I wasn't trying to like get right in the mix. I was shooting.
I appreciate that. I thought
distance.
That's what.
Like, I just want people to be careful.
I thought that's how you fight. You need one person to go up and one person to shoot from the back.
But I mean, that didn't feel careful to me. That felt really just like you were kind of going whole ass at it. And it made me worried. I'm going to be real with you. It made me worried.
This is fair. I am feeling a bit frustrated and scared, and I might be channeling that into my combat.
All right. Things are pretty crazy right now. I think trying to keep feelings out of it is the best way to try and like move forward while we're just trying to like do this mission. So try and keep a cool head
and stick to the plan.
Yeah, exactly. We're partway there. No, I haven't mostly experienced you as passive aggressive. I'm wondering if you have something to say.
I am trying to trust the plan. I am trying to trust Mr. McRaven. So far, he has not impressed me at all. I could have shot Chancellor Austere. I was there in the booth with a weapon, and I could have killed him right then and there. I've been thinking about it over and over again. Multiple shots, maybe, in case some of his new Inquisitors have that bullet-stopping power that you have. But I think I could have gotten him. And instead, we protected the civilians because that was our part of the plan. And I kept thinking, well, someone else then will be assigned to take this shot. And as far as I can tell, no one ever did. And I'm trying very hard to trust that this is all a part of the bigger plan and that something will be coming together. But as I have pointed out to you before, information seems to flow only one way. You tell Mr. McRaven everything. He does not tell you much at all.
I hear you. Look, yeah, Vaughn plays things close to the vest. He has to with the stuff he knows.
Why?
Like, that's what being a leader's like, and he, like, when you see the future too, it's like telling people things can change stuff. So yeah, I don't know why we didn't have someone taking that shot, but I mean, like you said, it's easy to figure that there were a lot of defenses. The Chancellor wasn't just out and exposed.
And if Mr. McRaven sees a future and there is a choice between you and him, or you and the success of the mission, or any number of things there, he will not tell you, and we will walk into that. Yes?
I think that, I mean, Vaughn believes in the cause. That's why I follow him so much, that he absolutely is going to get the mission done. And I think he cares about us, but all of us are ready to risk it all for the mission. That's what we're here for. I thought that you understood that.
I don't like it. Anyway, I will try to be more reserved in the future in my fighting.
I just want us to be on the same page, so no one's taking unnecessary risks, because I want us to all get through this too. I want us to do it right. And I think, like, the stun baton or whatever, like the effort stick nonsense
It doesn't
that they have.
work.
What do you mean? I mean, that seemed like it was doing some pretty good business on the Inquisitor.
It worked well enough, but I was expecting the effort to be drained and then he would stop using his powers, but it seemed to be pulling from the very thing that was also keeping him together as an entity.
That did seem weird that he was able to keep using the telekinesis as you kept, because that, like, I know what
I had him a couple of times.
I know what I would have felt like if I was on the receiving end of that. And I mean, they've done some wacky stuff to these guys for sure. But you think that it's like it wasn't even.
It's a baton.
You were
Why did he explode?
You were up close to. Yeah, that's true. He did explode. Wipe some more grime off of you.
At this point, if you guys are talking a little louder, because you're talking like
I think you would hear. I think you would hear.
He's starting
it was a baton. Why would he explode?
Yeah.
He's still gonna. Marcus is still pouting, but he's like maybe listening because battle tactics.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So anyway, maybe the baton is going to interact weirdly with these guys because they're not natural psychics. I don't know. All that said, Marcus, hi.
Anything you want to say?
We were just talking battle strategy. Nona, unless you have something to add.
No, I think I'm okay.
Yeah, maybe just rehash what we were talking about before we kind of started the mission. Are you on board with making sure if we see an Inquisitor, we focus them down ASAP? I think that keeps us a lot safer overall. It lets me do my thing a lot better. Can we count on you to be a part of that?
Gonna look at Claire, Micah, and Nona, and they're all staring back at him.
Claire is not looking.
Oh, Claire's not. Oh, even worse.
Yeah.
He's gonna turn to Nona and be like, "Give me the fucking stick." He's gonna take it. He's gonna turn around and he's gonna walk away.
Be careful! It makes them explode.
I guess that's yes.
Micah, this seems like a relatively safe location right now. Would you not agree?
Yeah, I mean, we got to get moving and regroup, but this spot seems like folks probably aren't coming through here too much unless they're trying to wreck books.
Would you be opposed to taking a snapback?
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, no, this seems like a pretty solid base to fall back on. How many of those have you got in your pack? Because I think
As Kirsten looks through the notes.
Yeah. We didn't have that many. That one's like pretty, or no, I think we had like 6 of them, but that's like one of the super rare ones.
It is super rare. It's from the
super lab.
From the super lab.
In Neo Opus.
New Work City.
Center of the universe.
Yeah. So
yeah, she's gonna say, I've got one.
All right. And that what did
I don't know if you can tell, but she's lying.
What?
do you want to
do you want to just
do you want to roll
make
to
it
I
very
kinda do.
clear? Okay, yeah.
I kind of want to roll for it.
Yeah.
All right, I guess let's see if we notice, because I didn't notice you were lying to me.
So that would be a
weird today.
charisma sneak check versus a charisma notice check.
Sure. And we roll 2d6.
But not drop the lowest.
No.
That's Nona.
Yet.
And notice.
It's
Okay.
also notice.
So charisma notice, I got an 8.
Damn, I got a 7.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's lying to you.
Is Nona, what's up? What are you talking about?
I want you to take a snap back, and then if we get into trouble, I want you to bring the other 2 back here.
Is there something you're not saying? What's this new plan? What are you thinking? Talk to me.
I am thinking I don't want you to die.
Cool. Yeah.
And I
mean,
understand the idea that you are willing to risk your life for this cause. And I am okay with pushing forward, but I want you to have an out if things go very, very badly. And I don't think either of the other 2 can be trusted with this. I don't think Claire will leave, and I don't think Marcus will stay.
Oh, that's actually like very nice of you, Nona. I appreciate the thought. Mike is like scratching the back of her neck, like, I don't know exactly what to do with this. Yeah, I mean, we're still in the complex. If we need to like fall back to a safer position, the snapback could definitely help. Yeah, I mean, obviously in that situation, you would be coming with us also.
It won't work on me.
Maybe it doesn't work on you.
It
It's
doesn't
just like
work on me.
It's just like teleporty juice. Why wouldn't it
No,
work on you?
teleportation works on me.
Yeah, this is like the
Snapback will
same
not
thing.
work on me.
How do you know?
Jeff, can I roll to eavesdrop?
Please.
Yeah, please do.
What should I roll? Continue.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Dex, sneak.
Okay.
I guess we're trying to notice that you're
I have
It's an
no
8.
idea.
Got an 8. So
8. Yeah.
if you want to.
I'm gonna
Wisdom
say-
notice?
I'm going to say you guys have disadvantage because not disadvantage. You're going to have -2 to your checks because
Okay.
you're very focused on this
We're standing
conversation.
right here.
But wisdom notice, yeah.
All right. Well, -2 certainly won't get it done. It's a 4
11.
with -2.
No, without the -2.
Okay.
9.
But I think
I got an 8.
Nona notices that Marcus is listening in.
At what point?
Yeah. Well, because I was thinking that, like, definitely hearing you tell Micah you should take this drug, he's like, oh, that's weirdly, like, self-sacrificing of you. But then it won't work on me.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a second.
Yeah. What do you mean it won't work?
What do you mean it won't work on you?
I think, Micah probably got a little bit too heated on what do you mean it won't work? And that's when Marcus has started to
Yeah.
Okay.
sneak
I
in
am
a little bit.
immediately going to fall silent and go,
Like, what? We didn't try it out before. Are you sure? There's like some weird Maybe at that point starts noticing. Notice like gone flat faced. It's like, right, your allergies again. Okay. It's the perfect cover.
It's the perfect cover.
Just allergic to all forms of stims.
Micah,
Well,
I will be fine.
I don't
Enough.
know if I like that very much.
Enough.
I don't think I like that very much, Nona. Look, it's a tool to have in our back pocket, so I'm not going to say no. But, you've got to take care also. And this is exactly sort of the kind of thing I was literally just talking about with throwing yourself at stuff. I want all of us to be careful. and, get through this in one piece. Hi, Marcus.
I'm going to turn and say, just so you know, you can trust us to protect Claire as well. We've been doing a pretty good job of it so far.
Pretty good job bringing her into combat.
You gave her a grenade launcher.
Yep.
Not so easy, is it?
As she's over in the corner just petting her grenade launcher, just kind of like cuddling it.
Yeah.
Also, the last time we tried to leave her out of combat, people found her and kidnapped her, and we needed to rescue her from the bear mafia.
She's learning the skills to protect herself. And I want to apologize for that.
Yeah. He actually looks surprised at that, I think, and will kind of be quiet. But also, did you take out the snapback? So are you holding it or not yet?
Yes.
Okay.
That seems like the more interesting answer.
You pulled it out and like
Hey,
was
I want you to take
proffering it.
this. Yeah.
Can I roll something to see if I would know what it is? Because
Yeah,
I have been in the mercenary space, but
This-
also this is
This is
super
like
secret.
super
It
rare.
is super
Or you
rare.
could just
Super
tell me.
ancient
if
stuff.
I wouldn't-
Yeah, you can make an intelligence no check,
Okay.
but it's going to be a hard one.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Well, goddamn.
Got an 11.
That's enough. So, Marcus, probably for one reason or another, you've been around. You are familiar with some pretext stims.
Okay.
I'm going to say that you don't have enough knowledge of what this pretext stim is, but you recognize that this is a pretext stim.
Like I recognize it as rare.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
this is, and it can do some wacky stuff.
So I know like of the weird shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
That I'm going to say you don't know the specific mechanics of this one. You
Got
would have needed one higher in order to get that.
Oh, darn.
But I'm going
My
to say
-1.
that
did
you
get,
are.
Yeah.
2 6s on your 2d6.
I'm sorry, but yeah, 12 it felt like
that's
appropriate, but 10 will give you like this is like a pretext stim there, and you know that these have a category of like being able to do wild things.
Okay.
Like basically bringing back people from the dead. I'm not going to go down all of the things that they could possibly do, but like there's some really powerful combat stims in there which allow people to turn like gods on the battlefield, but at like extreme risk to their own health and stuff like that. So
I've heard like legends of these things.
you
Probably
maybe even have seen one or two in
okay.
use, given your background.
Okay, sweet. So Nona will say like we're
Yeah.
teaching her how to protect herself, and the last time
Yeah.
that we left her alone, she got kidnapped. So
By the bear mafia.
he will take that to heart.
Uh-huh.
Familiar with the bear mafia, so he'll he's like taken aback, and then he notices what you're holding.
Uh-huh.
Where the hell did you get that?
A place called Neo Opus on the planet of Deimos.
Yeah, we were passing through.
Do you know what those are?
Yes.
How many do you have?
We got some.
Of what? These specific or the other ones as well?
How many? How many other ones? And you're just carrying this around?
We were going to do a coup. I thought we were supposed to bring all the...
We were bringing out the nice stuff. Getting out the good china.
One should not use this for clipping, I would recommend.
Yeah. How long are these supposed to work for again?
I think it's something like 8 hours.
Is it an hour or like 8 hours?
I thought it was like 8 hours.
I was looking it up
Which is why I
because
was
I knew that this was
offering
going to be
it
some,
right now.
some
Yeah.
questions about this.
Because, if it's like a shorter term thing, maybe we wait. But you're right. This is a pretty good spot.
Yeah.
Completely bulldozing over Marcus asking details.
he's like losing his shit, right? It's like you guys pulled out like a fucking gold bar, and he's like, "What the fuck? Why do you have this?" But no, I think he's gonna turn to Micah and be like, "Okay, the rest of the sects don't have this kind of where."
No, definitely not. This
What-
is just kind of our thing. We were, on a little trip elsewhere. Do you know Deimos? Kind of a weird place.
No, I've never.
The air tries to eat you.
Yeah. Well, also like mostly the Torques live there. It's like it's very religious. But
Who the
anyway,
hell are you guys?
Yeah,
Hi, I'm Nona.
we're the Phoenix fam, baby.
I don't think that name is canon.
Hey, we've called ourselves that at least once. I want to believe.
Fine.
There's
It's a
some
single
guys.
dose at lasts 6 hours.
6
6
hours.
hours. Pretty
I
good.
think we're going to be done
All right.
with this
Probably.
by 6 hours. I would argue.
So what does that one do?
It's kind of a ripcord thing, I guess. It can bring us back to a safe spot in a pinch. Like, I mean, you've met teleporters before, right? It's basically kind of like that.
But you have to pre-do it.
It's pretty sick, right?
So it gives someone who doesn't have teleportation powers 1 teleportation power.
Yes, with friends.
And
You can
doesn't
bring people
that,
with you.
doesn't that fuck you up?
Kind of.
A little
But,
bit.
you know.
Not gonna lie, it's a weird feeling.
But, you know, actually, ooh, my system strain is creeping up there. But, like, you know, I've not done, like, a bunch of these before. Actually, I haven't taken this one before.
Yes, you have.
Which one?
Did I take
I'm
this
afraid
one?
you used it to get
that's
Vaughn
right.
out.
To
Oh my
get,
God.
To get Vaughn out. Yeah.
How many
Yeah.
of these have you taken?
I mean, just that
This
one.
would be the second one.
This would be the second one. It does feel really weird.
I'm
and
pretty
like,
sure you took like Berserk or something like
That
that
too.
too.
Yeah.
That was a big operation. I forgot that was one of the special
Yeah,
ones.
you were going up. You were going off on
Going
that
up.
operation.
Yeah. Ooh. I've probably got another one of those.
Also,
somewhere.
integrity technically follows in that.
I
that
know,
same
but we've
category.
had integrity around for longer,
Yeah.
though.
Marcus is completely speechless.
Yeah. So I mean, look, if stuff gets really bad, just run over to me. I can get us out of there. Sound like a plan? But
Yeah.
we're not again, just like an emergency
Yes,
button.
That's right.
Yeah.
In case bad.
Not like the other emergency button. That one gives you time.
What,
To
what,
That's fine.
I
Claire has.
You what?
She has it like around her neck, but it has like one of those like plastic covers over the button.
Sure it does.
Does it have like a caution tape open in case of emergency?
Yeah, exactly.
That one's
Marcus
different
was
though. That one won't
feeling-
do. That one won't do spatial distortion. That one only does temporal distortion. Different.
Mhm.
Yeah, enough to fix one mistake.
So he's kind of looking at me.
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
It was in the vending machine. Or what was it?
Yeah.
We won it for going through Stranger Things haven't happened.
And you wanted to go to Perry Hotter.
Perry Hotter would have been fun.
I think Marcus, like, he was feeling very angry before because everyone was attacking him, and he was like, "These dumbasses don't know what they're getting into," and now he's like, "Oh, maybe I don't know what I'm getting into." So he's gonna be silent, and I think he's just like, if you guys are like talking about the vial or whatever, he's just gonna be like staring at it, and he's gonna be quiet. He's gonna be silent.
Yeah. All right. About if you were going to put a number on how much this was going to fuck me up, God, about how much would that be?
About 1 unit of fucked up.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Amazing.
I'm already higher on this number than I really wish I was, but you know, we did.
I'm so high right now during this
On the fucked
go.
up number, the fucked up scale.
We didn't have like 2 weeks to rest in
We
between
don't
encounters.
Do
so-
our coups sober.
Actually, I don't think it looks like it only gives you system strain if
When
you
you
actually
use it.
When you
use it.
When
Use
you
it.
use it, yes,
Oh,
I remember this
swell.
too.
Great.
That's
And it
kinda
is just one use.
No, you can use it as many times as you
It just
want.
uses one each time.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
Sick.
that's
Before
crazy.
each jump,
That's
you
So
can
you know, with
And-
the 6 hours, you can just do the Forrest Gump thing.
But it's only.
Just run in, teleport people out, run in.
But the thing is, yeah, you have to
teleport
run back. is
people-
the
You have to
issue.
run
Yeah.
back. We could give you a second snap back there and just.
Oh Jesus!
Claire, I think that's the point where you just vomit your guts out on the floor.
Claire's gonna go up to you, Nona, and say, "But like, that only works on, the person teleporting and 2 others,
That's
which
right.
means we should. Do you not have another one? So all 4 of us can go back, or maybe even, more, so we could take other people as well."
Nona taps the side of her head.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, Claire, I think we talked about this before, but this won't work on me.
Real quick, as a DM,
You told me. You
You
told me specifically that I could not take it and it could not be used by me. I had to specifically make sure on the boat that Zuri teleported me because you
Oh.
said I could not be taken by this
I do
thing.
not remember that at all. All right, cool.
That was a little bit like, that was some fun little dance that I had to do. I'm like, yeah, just so-and-so. You guys take that.
Gonna
You
be
take
honest,
that.
I
You
do
take
not
that.
remember that at all. I meant to imply that you can't take it as a stim.
Fair enough.
Sorry if I made you jump through some more hoops, but you can
I believe I did ask that clarifying
All right,
question.
it's
We can
canon now.
retcon it, but
Yeah.
I kind of like this because, again, remember, I can get back if I just blow me up.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
And I'd say this in her head. Claire, remember, I can get back
All right,
if I
cool.
just blow me
Yeah,
up.
that's fair. You and I both know, but the audience
Us
might need reminding,
reminding.
as in me as well. All right, cool.
Yeah. That was my understanding of it anyway. Like we
Okay.
can.
It's fine. We can. I don't know. We don't need to read the tapes. We can let that ruling ride.
Hmm.
But yeah. All right. Cool. This makes it interesting.
And then right? It kind of does. I like it
if
for
we
the
use it, then
drama.
Marcus is gonna be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. She's dead."
She's dead.
Okay. And then Claire's like, right, we did use the other ones as well. So we just have that one left. Right. And she just kind of turns away from the conversation.
Amazing. Okay, great.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Great. So that's the plan. Well, we got that in our back pocket just in case. Might be a little bit of a jog to get back to wherever from here, but probably the librarians aren't gonna mess us up if we wind up back in the library.
That was indeed the hope. Yes.
Great. All right. Yeah, I feel like we've spent enough time here. We were supposed to regroup with Vaughn and everybody, so they're probably wondering where we are.
So
Right?
I think, we maybe take off walking, and I'm going to sort of share, I think, if you didn't hear this, the thing that I kind of suspect about the baton and what I've seen of the touched inquisitors and being like this will draw their attention, but it's not draining effort. They're not using effort. They're just drawing from their own life force. So shooting also works great.
Got it.
And just for clarity, I do take the stem.
Perfect. Thank you.
Does anything happen? Because Marcus would watch you take it. He'd be like, "Oh."
Nothing outwardly.
Weirdly enough, just like a glowing form of Micah just appears and just exists there for the 6 hours. And the librarians are like, what is this?
We finger gun at each other.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't put any boxes right here, please.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, actually, that would feel really bad.
Yeah.
We mark off a little area in caution tape and just don't put anything here.
6 hours. Thank you.
Yeah, Micah, when you take this, when the stim is used, the subject feels a subtle sense of spatial awareness centering on the place where they took the stim. So you have this in the back of your mind, this sense of this area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like this little patch of ground is like, little
Right
pile
there.
of books.
Right there.
Oh, someone's walking through me. Okay.
That feels weird.
Okay.
Is this what ghosts feel like?
Yeah.
All right. So
That's all.
you guys have figured yourselves out. You've reminded yourselves like, hey, we're going to kill inquisitors first. What are you guys doing now?
I guess I'll go be in the back with Claire.
If we pull up the map, I think Marcus would probably talk to Micah and be like, "They said go through the armory."
Yeah, which
It's
is
the other note.
not on that note
Yeah.
card.
They did, because if you recall when we were listening on the radio before, the other way, the audience hall, I believe,
Yeah.
Yeah.
is where everybody from the Children of the Silence is gathering to make a stand. Maybe not their last stand, maybe one of many. But if we go that way, we're going to run into most of the army. Whereas if we go the other way, more guns, probably less people.
Yeah. Let's hope they checked out all their guns.
Yeah. First things first. Yeah, we're
Good point. They probably did.
down this hallway. We're gonna get to the great hall.
All right.
Hallway.
We
The
go to
great hallway. We go down
we go
the
to
okay
great
hallway
to get to the
to
great
get
one.
to the
Great.
great hallway.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think
The-
we've sort of rearranged such that we're in a
You want to do 2 abreast?
yeah.
Yeah.
And Micah and Marcus are in front.
Micah, Marcus, Claire, Nona.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not relevant
And
for any reason,
I think for the time being, Micah's keeping invisible
Finger gun.
rifle finger gun rather than the I-beam because I'm not able to swap out so easily as I'd like. And let's move on.
So you guys make your way out from the library and you make your way down a hallway that is it's fine. It's cool.
But then.
Oh boy.
Worth the wait.
Eventually, you guys follow signs to the great staircase and hallway.
There's a great staircase too.
Yeah, sorry if that was not written on there.
Nice.
Mhm.
As you approach, you came off of a tributary, and you find yourself almost like in a river as the walls start to open up around you, and rather than only being able to fit 4 people all the way across, it now is able to fit 16. It becomes like a major throughway. as you continue towards this chamber, which eventually you reach, and you see just a wide open room with stairs and balconies running along the outside of the chamber, kind of like spiraling up. You also see these balconies split off and go across this room as there's an intricate, almost like levels, almost like the moving staircases in Harry Potter, but they're not moving because we're not in Harry Potter. You see,
maybe.
Labyrinth, crazy stairs on the ceiling.
No, everyone can walk on these stairs.
Well, then they're not that great, are they?
The area that you were coming from was quite empty. You seem to have came from just an area that was not well populated at this point in time. But
nobody reads nowadays.
as you approach this area, it is like a hive. There are silence operatives running across these different balconies, going up and down a bunch of different ways. You see also probably about just as many civilians walking around, hurriedly moving back and forth. Some groups of silence operatives seem to be protecting certain groups and moving them around. You don't see anyone that you recognize. I know that was going to be a question. Is the Chancellor in there?
No.
You also don't
What?
see any inquisitors off of the bat.
Good.
It just primarily just seems to be a bunch of regular soldiers moving to and from different locations, moving civilians around. And the civilians, there's the sense of panic that's happening. It's not like everyone's running for the hills crazy, but there's a sense of urgency to everyone's step.
Do we feel like we should be running?
To fit in better, maybe.
Act natural, walk with purpose.
I would like to do two things while we are passing through this great hallway.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to pull up my friend finder.
Okay.
Figure out what Zuri's up to.
Classic.
They in the basement yet?
No. Where you can see Zuri is they still seem to be in the audience chamber. As you've approached, you know that there's a couple of these different hallways that go directly there, and that seems to be where the most activity is heading. You can surmise that primarily there's quite a bit of fighting or back and forth that's happening there, or at the very least, maybe they're just reinforcing that area as both sides are recovering.
Cool. Then the second thing I'm going to do is radio and check in with Mr. McRaven.
Are you going to do this out in front of everyone else?
Yes, and here's what I'm going to do.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Right? I'm going to just radio and say, Corvid, come in, over.
And you hear and as soon as the other line opens, you hear the sound of combat. You hear guns firing. You hear just a quick like thump, thump, crack. And you hear we're busy right now. Albatross. But how are you doing?
Fine. Do you need assistance or should we continue with the mission as intended?
It cuts back on. You hear like a and someone falls away from the speaker.
My leg!
And says, "No, we've got this all handled. We pulled the targets away from the area. We think you guys might need to move on ahead without us, but we'll hopefully catch up with you soon." And then just another boom, boom. Ah!
Roger that. Thank you very much. I'm assuming everybody else heard that.
It's so loud.
Yes, it was very loud. In fact, there were some people who were like civilians who were walking by you and like looked like kind of terrified at what was happening, and then start moving faster.
Inquisitor business. Please move on.
And then just start sprinting down the hallway.
At ease, citizens.
Jeez.
Way too short silence.
Finger gunning at everyone.
Yeah,
for some
finger
reason.
gun holstered.
You got a finger gun, and then you got to holster your finger gun.
That's
And you got a
right.
finger gun.
Okay, great.
Okay, guess they're busy, but yeah, keep moving forward.
Yes.
Let's go.
Great.
Walk with purpose, everyone.
All right.
We're striding.
And
Out of our way.
I assume you guys are continuing. I'm not going to steer you guys, but I assume you're heading towards the armory and barracks.
Yes.
Okay.
That was
Yep.
the plan.
That was the
we
plan.
need to stick
We
to the
gotta
plan.
stick to the plan.
We gotta stick to the plan.
Don't split the party.
And so it takes a hot second to understand, this is the almost the centralized hub of this palace. It goes to a bunch of different areas that all sprout out in different directions. In fact, this area, if I did not describe it before, it is multi-leveled. You came up near the top level, but it goes down quite a few stories and even goes up quite a few more stories. This complex is massive. You eventually orient yourselves and find your way towards the barracks, where you still people running by you back and forth. No one seems to really pay you much mind. They have their own stuff to take care of. And eventually you get to the barracks and you see that it's almost a complex within this complex. It seems to be large enough to fit probably a couple hundred, if not more, soldiers here. It has mess halls, meeting rooms, offices, gyms, and an armory.
Multiple gyms?
Yeah.
Is one like cardio focused and the other's
Like a shooting range. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's
yes, the two things, cardio and gun.
what else do a soldier need?
If you're a soldier,
You can't skip
Cardio
gun
and
day.
you cannot skip gun day.
Amazing.
And actually, when you arrive into this complex, you take peeks in like the barracks as you pass by and everything. And as soon as you passed from the main kind of central highway of everything, things started to peter out until once more it is quiet. You guys are slowly make your way through this, barracks and armory as you orient yourself and point yourself towards security. Armory is on the way as you pass security, and this is a fairly large, squat building, very clearly well protected. Everything well protected, as in
Reinforced more so than people being there.
Exactly. You pass by a pair of double doors that are partially open, and you hear an argument happening. Can you guys make a wisdom notice check for me, please?
Oh, geez.
Yes, indeed.
10.
7.
8.
Nona, you hear Marcus and Nona hear the back and forth, but Nona hears it a little bit more clearer. It seems to be two sides. One is someone claiming to be a high-ranking official saying, "Let me into the armory. I need to get in here. I was given orders to get in here." And you hear the other side going, "I don't know. We've been told to keep this locked down. I don't care what you have." And they're going back and forth, each side threatening to escalate the situation. Like, "Do you want me to talk to your superiors?" I'm like,
I'll talk to your superiors.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's just
You're
a
out of
back
order.
and forth. Marcus, you hear this. The timbre of one of the voices is one that is just oddly familiar. You almost recognize one of these voices.
Which one? The
You
one
can't
claiming...
you can't quite tell the contents of the argument, but one of the voices is like,
So I don't hear those details.
You don't hear the details. Nona hears the details, but you're like, do we know that person?
Are we going to pass the room?
Yes, in fact, you're passing right by it right now. What do you guys like to do?
I think Marcus is going to play it cool, but he'll look in as we walk past.
Not here. We got to go to security.
So this is the armory itself.
Yeah.
Is kind of what we're passing by.
Yeah, you're in kind of the barracks armory complex.
We will come back for the cool guns later. I know this sounds like the tank, but I promise it's not. We'll get you one.
Wait, can I see into the room?
Yeah, you can if you wish to take a look.
Yeah, if we're passing, he's going to look through.
Yeah.
He's going to look in the room.
So, Marcus, you see a couple of guards. One is currently standing in front of another man, and a few more are around the room. And you also see a couple of primes that seem to be behind a little bulletproof glass, but has a little small opening if they wish to fire out, almost like not a foxhole, pillbox. Thank you.
Got it.
Yeah.
So clearly well armored. And you see a man who does not look like a soldier at all. Let me pull up the description you see of this man. You see a middle-aged man with an athletic build. His black hair is starting to gray in some places, including his short and well-trimmed beard. A glint from his right eye and actuators on the joints of his hands and arms indicate that he has cyberware implants. He sports a combat vest over a collared shirt and tie, mag pistols sitting in holsters strapped to his body. Marcus, you recognize this person. This is your childhood friend, Enzo Serra.
Jeff, is he hot?
He's like
Scale of 1 to 10.
he's like he's like a silver fox.
Ooh,
Okay.
Think
Ooh,
like
baby.
John from
Yeah.
Person of Interest, but with a beard.
Ooh. All right. I think Marcus is just gonna freeze. Like he just didn't like the world is silent. If Nona's like, we gotta keep moving,
Yeah.
he just no, he doesn't hear that. He's just staring.
Yeah, if Marcus
At
falls
this
out of
man.
step because he and Micah were next to each other, she will like not miss a beat, like grab his arm to keep on moving forward.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. And like if you just kind of stand there, she'll be like, "What?
I think he's not gonna move. Like he's stuck looking at this guy.
Dude, don't draw attention."
Marcus, what's up?
And then he'll, I guess, if they didn't notice that happened, if the people in the room didn't notice that happened, he's gonna snap out of it and move out of the view of the door, but still.
Yeah,
Not
as far as you
continuing.
can tell, everyone inside seems to be paying very close attention to the argument that is happening right now. And so, as far as you can tell, no one noticed you guys pass by.
Marcus, this is not on the list. We gotta stick to the plan.
Marcus has gone very pale, and he's like trying to think. Like it looks like he's just having almost a panic attack, but before that happens, his like face sets, and he takes out the Iron Viper's pistol, and he's gonna turn back into the room and try to shoot Enzo.
Oh, you're just gonna
Jesus.
go right.
Oh, he's gonna fucking do it.
Like Micah was just starting to like react and it's like we're turning the corner. It's like, hey, what's up? Or like, are you doing? And it's like, oh shit! It's like absolutely gonna try and restrain you.
Should we do an opposed tackle or whatever?
Oh boy. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna need you guys to make. I just need to see who moves faster in a combat situation.
Initiative roll, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we're in combat now.
Which I believe you are both bad at.
Well, we're both bad at, but we both get
We are equally
advantage
bad.
from alert.
So
Yes, that's true.
I think
So who
we're
rolled
we're
better?
entering combat.
Okay, fine.
PvP.
We'll see if combat actually starts happening, but I'm gonna have you all roll for initiative then.
What's initiative in this game again?
1d8.
One
Thank you.
D8
Just
and you
roll
add your
we roll
dex.
2 d8s.
Yep. Well, I got an 8 on mine.
Oh,
I also got an 8. Do we have the same decks?
I'm
at 10.
11.
All right, Micah wins.
Ooh,
oh,
wow.
damn. Sometimes the dice want to tell a story, and sometimes the dice want to be dramatic ass.
So we
bitch.
I almost make
at
it
the
past the
same
door
time,
frame.
yeah. You just get yoinked back.
Nona, what'd you get just in case?
I got a 6.
All right, that's pretty good.
I'm not up here.
You grab at the empty space where both of
I'm
us
not
were.
grabbing. I'm just
Oh.
watching.
That's fair.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. So we're like walking. You start to like turn around. It's like, hey man, what's like, hey, what the fuck?
Just grab Marcus. Okay. Yeah.
So you grab me.
Yeah,
So,
I-
yeah.
you-
If you're
you're-
like pulling out your weapon, it's like, yeah, like trying to grab your hand down so that no one sees you.
So you grabbed Marcus. You're probably like holding him with both arms so he doesn't
Yeah.
go anywhere. He's got his like Iron Viper's pistol ready, and he's gonna get like all up in your face, but he's not really looking at you. He's like kind of crazed, and he's just like fighting with you, like let me go.
Yeah. Marcus, cut it out. This is not the plan. Get
I was gonna
You're-
say you just talked to me about that, and now it's not contagious, is it?
Yeah, Nona, I don't need that. Marcus, get it together. Tell us what's going on over here.
So are we gonna go to a
Quick.
little? Is there a little room? Can we go to a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
room?
We take the smallest conference room. We book it for the next 3.
Press the little
Yeah.
button.
We push the little button. So
The
we
in-room
book it.
booking.
There you go.
Yeah, you guys find a nearby room that just seems to have a couple of computers and servers in it.
For what it's worth, if you were like trying to wrestle actively, you would probably win. My like strength score is not that great.
Well, he doesn't want to hurt you right now.
All right.
I don't want to hurt you.
And so you guys are all kind of dragged
He's still kind of frozen.
into this room where you're pretty sure you wouldn't be overheard.
So
Okay, yeah, and then
You let go.
Micah will like let you go. Like, Marcus, what's going on? What was that? You normally are kind of like keep it pretty tight. What the fuck was that?
For the whole 3 days we've known you.
Yep.
I mean,
You've been just so stable.
we've been in some fights.
We have
been in
and,
some fights.
You know, flying off the handle isn't something I've come to expect from you. So
Yeah.
what the hell?
He's like still kind of like crazed and maybe like shaking a little, but he started going through all his like guns and checking, doing like the and checking all of them very methodically.
Nona's gonna like
And-
keep a watch, I think, on the door.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like kind of half be listening into this and
Yeah, like-
half just making
Like
sure
maybe
like
creak the door open and keep an eye out.
yeah,
into the
like
hallway.
there feels like there's, as far as I can tell, there's some scary shit in that room that's gonna need shooting.
You're not wrong. It does need shooting. No, so Mark is, checking all his guns. He's gonna kind of ignore Micah. Sorry, I look at Claire, and he's looks very like he's concentrating on something, and he looks at Claire and he says, "Claire, the man in there is the reason that I wasn't there for you and your mother. He exiled me from the planet, from the system, and it's taken me all this time to get back. And I'm going to make it right." And he's going to try to leave again.
I think Micah was turning over to Nona like, he's ignoring me. You see this shit? And then you say that. It's
Marcus
like,
pushes by Micah and Nona. You're kind of in the doorway. What are you going to stand aside? Or are you going to try and block him? Claire is kind of. You look at Claire and she's just. It's like that camera trick is someone like zooms
Yeah,
in,
for sure. He's
but
got,
like
like, the-
everything,
yeah.
like the depth of field kind of changes as well. That is kind of what's happening within Claire right now. It's just like
I'm gonna grab, not particularly aggressively, but just like grab and say, "I don't think this is how you make that right. Turn around."
He's going to like scoff at that. Like, what do you know about if you like forcefully turn me around? And he's going to look at Claire. He's go, fuck.
We stick together. We get through this together, and then maybe we go find this man and shoot him.
He's going to look around at everyone staring at him. And then he's going to turn to you, Nona. You got any of those fancy tracking gadgets? You can find him later.
Do I?
we could just take him now.
Oh, Claire's on board.
The dark Claire. The dark Claire is rising.
There's a lot. Okay, there's a lot of people in that room. I'm guessing a lot of guns.
Or was it just the couple of them who were fighting? Or like there were a bunch of people
There were
around.
like 4 people.
You could Marcus could count, I think, a total of 6 people and Enzo.
Is that including the person in the pillbox?
think
Yeah,
there's
2 people are in the pillbox.
Oh, okay.
We do have our own pillbox, but I gotta stand up to that much fire. Grenade would work well.
Do you say that out loud?
Just kind of, yeah.
Mike is looking at the imaginary watch that she does, or she, like on the compad, maybe. It's like, God, we really got to move. Christ. Okay. If it's going to get us back on task, fine. We could like throw some grenades over there. Okay.
No, I don't.
Does that make you happy?
No, I don't
You
wanna-
need to look him in the eyes. It's like, get it together.
Nona, make a wisdom notice check.
Oh God,
Oh no, what's Claire gonna do?
we've been taking too long. He's leaving. 11.
Because the door's still open.
Yeah.
The conversation's going out into the hallway. And it's becoming easier and easier to like
Hear what's
going on.
Nice.
And they are getting very heated. Like more than just like, I don't like this decision, but like,
I'm gonna stab a bitch.
I'm going to stab a bitch.
Amazing.
Like that, it is starting to get to that like there's really, the tension's really like you can almost cut it with a knife.
Not impossible. Tension's not a real thing, Jeff.
No, but I liked that as like a metaphor.
Yeah, for
because
sure.
like it makes it like a physical and you just like tap it with a knife. That's like how taut something is.
You're talking to the wrong robot, Jeff.
Metaphors? Metaphors.
Nothing will go over my head.
Nona
I
thinks the
would
bitch is
touch
about to get stabbed.
Only Nona hears this.
Nona, because
Well,
Nona's the one
awesome.
currently at the door.
Yeah,
Good,
no, that's
good news. This problem might just take care of itself. Sounds like they're about to go at it. Maybe we just wait.
Is there a little window? Can I see?
Uh,
We're in a server
you
room.
can't
There's probably not
look
a
into the room.
window.
You'd have to
Yeah.
leave the room that you guys are currently in to see.
In our tiny conference room that we conjured out of midair because we
Don't
are
worry about
gods.
it. Don't worry about it.
We are gods.
It's a big complex. There's rooms.
I'm not arguing. I was just very proud of me for participating in the creative process.
There you go. It's collaborative. It's collaborative
It's not a
storytelling.
conference room. It's a workspace with an open office plan.
No,
so
you
everybody
found the
can work.
Chancellor's sex dungeon. There's
no.
there's someone
Son of
chained to
a-
the wall with like a ball gag in their mouth.
Make it, I'm sorry.
They just kind of like they just kind of
Take it
like
back.
wave at you.
Oh, never. Oh, please.
Okay,
Retcon
that's enough
all.
collaborative storytelling for one day, I think. For one day, I think. Like, I literally just sort of say out loud, like, hey, this problem might actually just resolve itself.
Yeah, Micah's here's Claire saying that. Looking at the two of you, it's like, oh god, okay, this sounds important. This is not part of the plan. It's like, okay, fine, great, let's do this quick. Maybe they'll kill each other fast. If not, will we be satisfied with like a couple pot shots? We've got to move, Marcus, Claire. We have stuff to do.
Yeah.
Claire is, you can see that her knuckles are white on as she holds her mag pistol, and her hand is trembling a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I think
Okay.
now that like if we've taken a moment, right? So he's not like fully running on adrenaline. I think now that Mike is like, you can do this thing. Now he's like, fuck, do I really want to do this thing? And so he looks conflicted and he's like, but I want to talk to.
We're talking? I thought we were shooting.
Let's go. No, let's leave.
All right.
And
'Cause
as
Marcus is, if nothing else, a coward.
and as you guys are all kind of like looking around and saying like, what are we just gonna like leave and continue on?
I'm for that plan.
You hear an explosion
Nice.
go from the other room,
Perfect.
and all of a sudden you hear like as gunshots start to fire.
See, no problems. Take care of itself.
All right, let's poke out.
Are you guys going to? Are you just gonna see what's happening? Are you gonna just wait
I think
until
we
nothing
get-
happens?
I think
Or
we use standard. No. We should probably stick our heads in while chaos is reigning because that's when we shine.
Yes.
Mhm.
I want to.
But I think we get in like formation. Marcus in front, Micah in front,
okay,
Claire and Nona in the back. We're gonna stick our head in there and just be like, what?
okay. So I'm gonna theater of mind this, and I'm
Mhm.
also going to. I'm going to go in combat order since combat is currently happening.
Sure.
You guys can choose to do nothing on your turn,
Mhm.
and that would likely not bring attention to you.
Mhm.
But I might make you, if you're trying to do nothing and remain hidden, I might make you make a roll for it.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Mhm.
Are you guys all right if I use the previous initiative rolls, or would you
Yeah.
like me to re-roll them? All right.
For me.
Go nuts.
So who would probably be the first person in initiative order? Micah
Micah.
and Marcus would be the first ones to the door. So you guys see, and you're also in the front of the group. So that makes sense.
Right.
Perfect. Excellent. Love when the dice work out. You guys peek in, and the state of this room has changed drastically over the past minute. You will already see two of the regular silence operatives have been thrown against the back of the wall and are slumped down, not moving. You see that there is a quite sizable break in the plexiglass, like the really strong protective glass that seems to have been dented slightly in the pillbox. You see there's one prime operative who was closest to the blast that, let's just say, is in many places at once.
Nice.
And another one seems to have
Give me the bits.
moved.
Clean that.
And the other prime has seemed to have moved farther back into the armory itself and is taking aim at the remaining. Well, there's one person, Enzo, who's standing and is currently in hand-to-hand combat with the two remaining silence operatives. So 3 people dead from you saw before. One prime operative hiding kind of farther back behind the protective glass, and currently Enzo duking it out with the remaining 2.
So Enzo was the one trying to get into the.
It seems that is
Got
the
it.
case,
Okay.
and maybe placed an explosive
Nice.
and set this whole thing off.
Hell yeah.
Can we see any stuff in there? Like this is where
Like, is there cool stuff?
where the guns and stuff are, right? Or at least visible from where we are. We're not all the way in there, of course, right
It
now.
is a well-stocked armory.
Ooh.
You see at least a
Oh,
couple
boy.
of rows of just combat rifles lining the
Nice.
side, a combat armor like nicely stacked
Clean.
and classed.
I've seen better.
Definitely like a lot of just equipment. You don't know if there's anything like special further inside, but there's definitely stuff in there.
Any boxes? No reason.
None of these are as good as your other
I
crate
know.
of guns at home.
I know.
You goddamn hoarder.
Hey,
They're so
I'm
shiny.
not going to stop Micah from trying to become an arms dealer. If Micah wants to become
We
an
don't sell
intergalactic
them. We just
arms
keep
dealer,
them.
she can become an
We're
intergalactic
like
arms
the
dealer.
guns version of dragons. We just have a pile
We do
that
have
apparently we sleep on. No. You have some guns.
It makes
we
me feel safe.
I just like the look of them.
Oh, dear Lord. Okay.
All right. Well, now it seems like this is maybe worth engaging with. They're killing each other, and there's good stuff in there. I'm a little more on board for the revenge plan right now.
I go all murdering people. No, tone it down. Yeah.
Well,
So in combat
As long
order,
as we stay back here.
this is what you guys see.
Yeah.
We're at the top of the order right
Yeah.
now. So Micah, it is your go. I'm gonna need to roll for everyone else real
Sure.
quick as well, just to see where they fit in.
Can I hold my action to later in case something happens? Is that a thing we can do? Like a specific condition?
Yes.
If they shoot
You
at
can
us
do
or
an
something.
if then type thing. You can
Yeah.
say, if this happens, then activate this for sure. It's still up in the air whether or not you can just delay your entire turn, which I
Sure.
believe is a thing you can do in D&D. We
Mhm.
haven't decided here, but you can do it.
Yeah,
If
I think
else.
it's you can't hold a move action or something, but
Yeah.
because I think Micah's not going to take the first shot at these people, is definitely content to let that play out, but it's not going to stop Claire and Marcus, who seem like they should be the ones to be taking
We
shots.
gotta
here.
do this right.
Yeah, okay, if we're gonna do you kill my mother, then that's their
my name is
business.
Inigo Montoya. You killed my wife. Prepare to die.
So yeah, Micah's gonna hold back for now. Yeah, I think it's just gonna hold on for now.
All right.
And if someone starts shooting at us, we'll hold an action, I guess, to shoot back.
Sounds
Say
great.
that.
I think that's a great plan.
Okay. What I will say is, because you're just kind of waiting and seeing, and
Yes.
primarily just if someone sees you, you're gonna fire at them.
If somebody shoots at us,
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm not taking the first shot. I'm letting Marcus and Claire do that. But yes, if we're attacked, I'm
All
gonna
right.
shoot.
I'm gonna need a dex sneak
Okay.
still, because are you intending to just kind of stand in the middle and say I'm watching this, but I'm not doing anything until
I thought
someone
we were
shoot me?
kind of
Yeah,
at the
trying to
corner
be
of our
sneaky.
little conference room, not just kind of
no,
standing there.
We went up to
hello.
the door.
You have-
so
yeah,
two
like
separate
next to the
doors,
door.
separated
Yeah.
by I'm guessing a hallway.
Yeah.
An okay hallway, not a great hallway.
Okay.
But we went up to the door of theirs and peered in.
I think, I was imagining the scene a little differently. This makes sense. So sure. Of course, I'll do a sneak check.
I believe in you.
I'm not sure I do.
The
Um,
dice. The dice
yeah.
don't
Always
allow it.
happens.
It's a pretty easy check since they're a little bit
Occupied.
Distracted.
occupied right now.
So 4 will do it, right?
No.
No,
No, it won't.
Go.
It was a 6.
Could
Okay.
be a 4.
Could it be a 4?
6 is, I think, like one of the
Easiest?
Yeah,
lowest.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's
But
what's the max that you could get?
Depending on your
14
Oh, okay.
yeah.
is
Okay.
usually
Okay,
the
that's fair,
highest
that's
a check has ever been. I
Yeah.
don't think we've ever successfully gotten that because we are not max
6
winners.
is like, if you're generally pretty good at this, you will do it more often than not.
Nice.
8 is like It's moderately difficult. Masters should do it more often than not. And then like 10 and 12 is when it starts to like really get difficult. And 12 is like only masters really ever have a shot at doing this.
Yeah, if people were good at skills, we could like maybe get up to 15, but
That's crazy.
So Micah, you are seen by the prime operative and they will kind of like shout out and be like, come on, help.
Yeah, you got it. Like, yeah, I mean, can I use my action for this since they like are talking to me? They're like, all right, great. I'll shoot the guy.
You're shooting Enzo, or are you shooting?
Yeah, I thought we were here to kill Enzo.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I know who you are shooting at.
No, sure. You know what? I'm trying to think. You guys need to have this. This is so your thing. So the guy's gonna say help. I'll say, okay, hold up my finger gun and shoot him.
I love it so much.
Fucking brutal.
No problem.
Wait, so he's like helping, you just give him finger guns?
Hey, what is it with me and rolling 4s right now?
Also, just a heads up, the prime right now, I'm giving them partial cover.
Because they're behind the
But
thing.
it's not going to matter. I have a 4 plus 9 is 13. That's still not going to do it, right?
No, because I think that gives them +2 on AC. So yeah, they're good. They're fine.
Mm-hmm.
So there's an inexplicable like ping against the wall as I say like, hey, a little too aggressively.
I was like, what was that? And is that like, do people know that you fired it?
Up to your discretion, I think is essentially it.
I think
it's funny. It's like,
Chaos Red. Where's that coming from? Oh, God,
they're in the wall. As he starts like pointing up at the ceiling.
I like that. Let's have it be that one.
Gonna bump my hand against it. Like, is this thing jammed?
Marcus, it's now your go.
Marcus is going to enter melee and try to fight the 2 silence operatives that are beating on Enzo.
So, all right.
I'm gonna fuck them up. I use a free action to swap the Iron Vipers to the Iron Vipers Gauntlet, and I get 2 attacks. So I'm gonna punch.
All right.
The one closest to me.
Okay,
who's in
yeah.
combat. Oh God, how do I do this again? Please help.
You roll a d20 and then
Thank
you
you.
add the number in the blue box to see if you hit.
8. That is an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Nice. And I'm gonna roll for my second hit on the same guy. And that's like a 20-something. So
Yeah, that also hits. You maybe want to roll damage for the first one.
I will. Okay.
Yeah. Well, the good news is that they're the same guys, so they probably have the same stats.
Well, yeah, that's true.
And also probably the second one just hits.
So that's 4 damage on the first one.
Okay, so you're going to need both of these hits.
Punch.
And that's 9 damage on the second one.
Okay, so a total of 13 damage.
Yes.
You come up behind this brawl that's kind of happening right now. You see Enzo has pulled out 2 mag pistols, both of the ones that were holstered on either side of him, and seems to be throwing like some kicks and some elbows, firing guns. And you come up and just smack one of the silence operatives in the back of the head and falls down. And Enzo swings around expecting to have to hit the silence operative that you just knocked down and sees you. A lot of emotions cross his face.
I'm back, bitch.
The
I don't say that. I don't say that. That's out of character.
No,
I lived, bitch.
No, what do they say in fucking Terminator? I'm back.
No, they just say, I'll be back.
Yes.
Okay, never mind. Sorry,
He
I don't
doesn't
say
have
anything.
to.
That's when he drives the car through the police station front.
So
Yes.
he doesn't say anything.
What
so.
a great movie.
So he's looking at me.
Yeah, and you see, first of all, just complete and utter surprise, confusion, and then happiness.
Oh,
Like,
bitch.
he's like,
Oh no.
Marcus.
Hell, Fredo. Oh my God. You know what I just realized? So you remember back in the day when there were bears a lot and they kept running into each other?
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, Arcus? Marcus? Now we're just going to keep this rolling forever.
Terrible.
Barkus?
Marcus.
So Enzo, upon seeing you, like all of these emotions cross his face, and then he's like, yes. He spins around.
Yep. Good.
Puts the mag pistol underneath the silence operative's chin, pulls the trigger, and that silence operative goes down. leaving just the Prime, who is now pointing at the ceiling, going,
in the
they're in the
walls.
walls, they're in the walls. But also sees now clearly this man has help. And it is now, Nona, your go.
I'm going to throw a flashbang.
Oh God.
There's just one person left.
So here's the thing. My understanding is we entered the room specifically to kill this guy.
Cool.
So I don't really know what is happening here. So my thought was
Blind everyone.
Sort it out later. Because again, I'm going to kill that man. And then Marcus runs into the room and Micah shot at somebody else. I'm like, are we not killing this man? Nona is very confused. So she's going to opt for the non-lethal option. She's just going to try and flashbang everybody, including the friendly.
Including everyone just stop.
Basically, that's the idea.
Okay, yeah. Do you have like what happens with the flashbang and all the things?
It's basically the same as a grenade, but instead of taking damage, if you fail the save, you can't see.
What's the area of effect? Do you remember that?
I do not.
All right.
I feel like this room is small enough that.
All right, I'll allow it.
It was like 10 or 20 meters.
So basically, everyone would be Enzo, Marcus, and the last Prime. Yep. Does that hit?
It does.
What do we roll?
You're going to make I assume an evasion saving throw.
That's how it works for the grenades.
D20.
D20, and you're looking to get
above
your number.
Yeah. I passed.
Oh, I wasn't actually trying to get you because I don't think you were in the room.
Enzo also passes.
Fair enough.
The Prime Operative does not, though.
All right.
Perfect. Can we? Oh no, I guess we're still in combat. I can't do stuff for flavor. Never mind.
I'm gonna also enter this room.
Okay. Claire's gonna remain on the outside looking in, and I think she's gonna wait. Like she's holding her aim, but at Enzo right now.
Sure. That makes sense. That was the plan. I think straight up, flashbang, Nona's going to walk in and be like, wait a minute, who are we killing now?
Meanwhile, it's the Prime's turn. He's like, oh my God, I can't see.
My eyes.
I'll get to you later. You too. What?
Sorry, I may have clipped there.
You think you might have?
Perhaps. You want to take it again for the sake of audio clarity?
We're just going to go. We're just going to go with it.
Next cue.
It's now Micah's go.
Great. Yeah. So not blind. So the Prime is behind fortified glass right now?
Yes, partially. So it seems, as you've gotten into the room, it seems like the explosion actually came from inside the area. What you would surmise is that Enzo was able to slip something through the pillbox opening onto the desk in front of that first Prime Operative. And the ensuing explosion killed both the Prime Operative as well as 2 Silence Operatives nearby. So the opening is kind of mangled right now, not big enough for you to easily get through, but absolutely easy enough for you to kind of find a decent vantage point and shoot him. He doesn't have anything else in front of him, so I'm going to give him partial cover for that.
Okay.
It's not the easiest shot, but he's also not completely fortified.
If I walk on a wall, could I have a better vantage point? The answer can be no, for sure.
The thing is, I think this barrier would probably go all the way up.
If you walk up to the pillbox, wouldn't that remove partial cover?
Yeah, if you go all the way up to the pillbox, that would remove partial cover.
Sure. Yeah, I'll go over to them because whatever's happening over here, I know we want to kill the Silence Operative, so I'm just going to do that and let you guys sort this other dude
some big
out.
Feelings happening over here.
Big feelings. So I will move over to in front of this Silence Operative, give him a wink and a finger gun, and that's 25 to hit.
That hits. Roll for damage. He can't see the wink or the finger gun. He is still blinded.
Man, I was trying to be sassy. Fine. 7 damage.
He seems to have already taken some damage from the explosion, so that finger gun shot hits the blind man and he falls down dead. I guess we're still I'm going to remain us in combat because it is now Marcus's go next. And you see Enzo all right, we're good. We're done here. Marcus, it's now your go. You have an opportunity to do something.
He's not going to take.
Okay.
He's not going to take a shot. I mean, he still has the gauntlets on. He's not going to put them away, but
Yeah. Okay. And so Marcus doesn't do anything, and Enzo just kind of holsters his guns. And like, man, it was good when you guys showed up. It was getting a little dicey there. Hi, nice to meet all of you.
So are we killing him or not? I'm very confused.
We're killing me. I'm sorry. Hold on. He takes out the guns again. Like, I'm sorry. Wait, I may have misunderstood some situations here.
Well, it seems
You
a
and
little
me both,
unclear,
my friend.
so-
wait.
No,
wait.
I think we just chill a second.
Marcus, buddy, how you been?
What the fuck are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
What am I? You put me on a ship to God knows where, and I've spent the last fucking 15 years trying to get back.
Yeah, because they would have killed you. Hold on. Is this what? And he's gesticulating with the gun still in his hand. Hold on. What? Are you mad at me for saving your goddamn life?
Am I mad at you? Yes, I'm fucking mad at you. Why the fuck wouldn't I be mad at you?
Because I saved your life. I got you off of this godforsaken rock and gave you some decent digs. You seem to be doing well for yourself.
Is he wearing like a uniform?
No, he's wearing a combat vest and like a
cool
suit
little
and
tie.
Does he have like insignia or like rank or anything?
Yeah, he has the indication that you can see from what he is currently wearing. He is not a member of the military.
Okay.
It seems like he is an intelligence officer.
And
Yeah.
I can kind of tell.
Yes.
that
Like
from
just
looking
from
at
the
him.
way your information's a little dated.
Yeah.
But you can pick up on some of the ways that he was like talking and the way that
Okay.
he's currently dressed. Like,
Got it. All right.
I'm gonna go back by Claire.
Yeah. Since we're all getting acquainted, feel like bringing us up to speed on who this is?
And Marcus is just gonna like stare at Enzo, who's so happy to see him, which is very frustrating.
are you serious right now? What's going on here, man?
They killed Kiara.
And at that, you see Enzo kind of like look away and say, yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did. You put me on a boat, sent me God knows where. I come back, house is fucking burned down.
I don't remember the house being burned down. No, there was just an operation that happened there. Nothing I could do. Hey, what do
just
you
an
want me to-
operation.
Oh, hold on. I send your ass off planet because if they figured out you were fraternizing with a psychic, you would have been executed. Both you and her. I saved your goddamn life.
Why couldn't you send us both?
There wasn't enough time. Me trying to move you fast enough was trouble enough, but me moving her, especially when there were already some eyes on her, no.
Oh, it would have been too dangerous for you, right? Look too suspicious. Target on your back. But me, throwing me halfway across the galaxy, that's fine.
I was doing you a favor, man. I looked after her as long as I could, but you know them. They find out these things eventually.
So you knew. I didn't even know that I had a kid, man. You knew before I did?
What? A kid? No. What? And you can see genuine confusion on his face. No. It was just Kiara is my intel.
Don't play dumb with me.
Hey,
She's
man.
like 18 fucking years old, man.
17, technically.
Yeah. Claire's going to say 17, actually.
Oh no.
Oh,
Claire.
I say it first before she does, and I'm standing directly next to her. I'm like, I don't know much what's going on here, but Claire gets really mad if people get her age wrong, so we're correcting this.
What? No. The intel that I had was Kiara was living by herself ever since you left. I was keeping tabs on her, and, eventually someone caught wind and sent a crew. That's all I know. And by the time that crew was sent, there was nothing I can do. She was already gone. I wish I could have done more, man, but she was a psychic living on her Siame. Like, what do you want me to do here?
I think Marcus is just gonna sit down. There's a chair. He's just gonna.
Yeah.
Like,
You're pausing.
Got big feelings.
Yeah. Micah's going to materialize the armory and say,
Okay.
so,
Yes.
Marcus, how do you know your friend here? Marcus.
Wait, now we're threatening Marcus?
Nona is actually confused.
rubbing her
Like,
head.
hold on. I got to keep track of this stuff.
I just look at Claire. I'm like, this wasn't on the list either.
You guys seem awfully chummy, awfully children of the silence. Have I got that about right?
What's going on here? Who are these people, Marcus?
Hi, I'm Nona.
Hey, Nona, I'm Enzo. All right. He's still gonna have the guns. Like, there's things happening. Maybe we should. I don't know what you guys were doing in here. I'm gonna go and do what I was doing. Marcus,
What were
Great.
you doing?
I
Yeah.
was getting the armory.
For what?
Could we have cool guns?
If you help me get in, there's more stuff than I can possibly carry. I'm going after a couple.
Is there
of,
a box? She does actually
there's a
ask
couple-
us out loud.
Like, yeah, and he gestures to a milk crate that's like in the
It's a
corner.
tiny ass box. You only put like 3 guns in there.
A decent sized
A
box.
normal crate, not a crate for milk.
No.
A crate for other things.
Yeah, they not only keep the military equipment, but they also keep some of the confiscated stuff that the inquisitors find. So I was going to take a couple of the ones that I was aware of and gonna fly the nest, because all of this, and he kind of gestures with the guns still is happening.
Yeah, I would apologize, but I don't think we're actually sorry about that.
No, we're definitely
Honestly, it was a long time coming. And he's like, he starts to go towards the reinforced door and starts playing around with the keypad.
Yeah, pal, you might be misunderstanding the situation right now.
Yeah, I think Micah wants to kill both of you.
And he turns around at the guns like, guys, it's just,
You keep pulling those out. They're not going to help much.
well, all right. We can see how it goes. I mean, there's money in here. We can both split the money. How about we do that?
I do like money.
See? Nona, you and I. And he kind of like gestures to the both of us.
Don't put me on your side. Micah's going to shoot me down.
I think Marcus is gonna look up at Enzo and just say, "Where are you gonna go?"
I was planning to take enough money, maybe some of these artifacts, join up with some merc guild somewhere, make some more money. My folks died.
Oh.
So not really much more, after you left, keeping me here. So I was making money and, waiting to see how this thing rolled out, and things are on the going down, and the new people coming on probably aren't going to like me and some of the things I was doing. So figured I'd leave.
Practical as always.
So are you with the acolytes of the end? Or are you with like the new group called like the
We're
Orphans.
unaffiliated right now.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Nona really does not like the implication of being associated with any of these groups because she's real mad.
Okay. So just kind of, picking the carcass before things kind of swoop down.
Sure.
Things got quiet here. I'm just gonna. You guys can figure some things out, and he'll start playing with the keypad.
Well, so you see, part of the problem is we are definitely anti-children of the silence. And I think part of the discovery here is that with Marcus's previous friendship with yours, is that implies some things about Marcus's previous alliances. Am I getting all that right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, Marcus, you didn't tell them you worked
Oh,
you worked with me.
Oh no.
I was his handler. I sent him
Handler.
around doing some stuff.
That's a fun word.
Oh my God.
You didn't tell them?
It was like 20 years ago.
That's
It's not like I wanted to do it. I only did it because you joined. Didn't have anything better to do. What was I gonna do? Go
work in the mines. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. Hey, man, he puts his hands up with the gun still in his hand. I'm not complaining. Also, can I put these away? Are we? Are you like?
You
All right.
would.
Yeah, put them away.
Micah's gonna
All
still
right.
fucking murder you.
I don't like. He puts away one gun, and he's like, I'm still keeping one out. And as he continues to play on the numpad,
Micah, please just
Oh, so now you're having to change a heart over here? He killed Kiara and burned her house down, but no, actually it's fine now.
didn't do any of those things. As he continues to
Yeah,
play
technically, I
around.
think we burned the house down.
you what?
I told you this already.
It was the proper way to send her off, I thought. They just left her there. And you can see Enzo kind of slows down a little bit at that. Says, there's nothing I could do, man. I was working on a place doing a job in Ostia, and I wasn't keeping track on her. I thought she'd be okay for a couple of days. She must have done something around some inquisitor. I don't know. But by the time I got back, the raid had already happened. She had already died in the raid, and there was nothing really I could do. I couldn't keep, try and contact you. That meant they could have maybe followed my contact and got a hold of you. You're still on their most wanted list, even after 20 years.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, it took a lot of questioning. They thought I had something to do with it, getting you off planet. I did, but was eventually able to duck that tail. Sorry, man. I knew you cared about her. As he continues to play around. Like, he hasn't turned around at all at this, just kind of like talking over his shoulder, continuing to like.
How's Claire doing?
Yeah.
Not well.
Oh, no.
She has put away her gun.
Mhm.
Like, the implication seems to have changed around who this man is.
Mm-hmm.
But Marcus, she's definitely put some distance between you and her.
I think he probably doesn't notice right now.
Yeah.
He's got too much happening in his head. I think he's probably gonna, like, very awkwardly, like, middle-aged man, like, just give Enzo like his phone to put his phone number in, and just, this isn't the time to have this conversation. But
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And he puts in his phone number. But man, I'm getting off. As soon as I leave here, I'm gonna have a ship taking me somewhere else. I don't know if I'm going to Cass or maybe another system somewhere, but I'm getting out of here.
yeah,
It was nice seeing you, though. Any of you good with electronics? As he presses in another button,
I
and
can
it's like,
help you in a moment. I'm still catching up. Phoenix Crew Conference. And I tap the side of my head at Claire. You're not
What?
invited.
What? You're not invited.
You're not invited. Okay, so who are we?
are you guys doing a
killing?
telepathy thing?
Marcus says out loud, "No, don't leave me out of a telepathy thing."
You're being left out of the telepathy thing.
All right, so but actually, I can't hear this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's right.
I don't think we're killing anyone.
Claire,
No?
are you hanging in there? And I'm not going to ask if you're all right, but are you okay with this?
No,
Because we just learned some things about your dad
not
on top
my
of that.
dad,
All right. About Marcus. Great.
Sounds good.
Marcus.
Um,
Alex.
yeah, I don't feel so good
did
about
things as well. Alex made up for those transgressions. No one, I think, is beyond saving to some extent. Marcus
Except
hasn't
for
worked here.
Sky.
that. And
Okay,
I think Alex
that's fair.
did earn that, and I won't pretend I was ever totally okay with it. Marcus seems like he's kind of going with what's convenient, what's not. I don't see a whole lot of. He's reconnecting with this old pal of his who seems very nonchalant, and the two of them are just kind of getting together now. Do you understand? I don't need to tell you how to feel. I feel upset.
Yes. So between the three of us, are we killing anyone?
No.
Micah?
I'm not going to just take the shot. Fine. No.
Okay, then. I'm going to go open this door. We are going to get a lot of very cool weapons. And then we are going to get back to the list.
You say that last part out loud?
No.
Okay.
But she has to pull out like the slab that has the list on it. Like a full ass tablet.
Yeah, it's like, and this whole conversation takes like 2 seconds of us just kind of looking at each other. That's
I
fine.
will say Claire doesn't have the ability to kind of like make a conference call. So
I thought you did.
not yet. She's
Okay.
working towards
No,
it.
okay.
So we've been
We're-
playing
yeah, back and
telephone.
forth.
So
But
it takes a bit
we've
longer.
done that for a
Nona
bit.
says we need to get back to the list.
Yeah,
and like
we do need to get back to the
gestures.
I didn't want to stop here. But
Okay. Having enough of a plan, Nona's gonna go help Enzo open the door.
Okay, you.
I've got a black slab.
I'm
on
going to
me.
say you can do this trivially, and it's a locked door. It might take some time, but not like obscene amounts. Probably on the order of a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes.
try 00001. Try 00002. Get out of the
I
way.
already tried 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm all out of ideas.
Just move.
And Nona, you connect your black slab and tell him to move aside. And eventually you pretty quickly get the door to unlock, and you hear the as the magnetic clamp is no longer engaged. And you swing the door open and see the wonders of the armory, which I will go over next time.
Very nice.
We get more guns.
I was actually very excited there. I thought for a while, like, I'm like, who's shooting who here? It just alliances are changing. Like a really speed run of like diplomacy or something. I don't even know. I'm like, someone's gonna end up dead. Probably not me.
I'm just gonna watch
Everybody
what
likes
happens.
me.
I love Nona. Just like, I'm trying to keep track. I
So
really am.
We're gonna go in there. We're gonna kill this guy.
That
Now we're
one-
helping him.
That one prime was like, help us, Prime. When is that? My eyes! And I'm dead.